Hello students, let your teacher never be your crutches. Instead, let him or her be your wings. And with those wings, fly so high in the sky that your claim on sky is more valid than anybody else. आपका अध्यापक कभी भी आपकी वैसाखी न बने, परंतु आपकी विंग्स बने, पंख बने, और उन पंखों को लगा के इतना ऊंचा उड़े आप आसमान में कि सारा आसमान आपका हो जाए. With that positive note, today we are going to study plant hormones. Plant hormones are naturally occurring organic chemicals synthesized by the plants. And these plant hormones are synthesized at regions away from the region of their action. Which means only this, that they are synthesized at one place and they act at another place. Now if it is so, then they need to be transported. Obviously these are transported by vascular tissues. Vascular tissues transport hormones and they do so by the process of diffusion. Now if we make a comparison of plant hormones and PGRs, there is a term, a very frequently used term, PGRs. PGRs and hormones. Plant hormones, let me write here. Plant hormones. So these are very frequently interchangeably used. Plant hormones and PGRs. But if we precisely we define them, there is some difference between PGRs and plant hormones, and there are certain chemicals to be able to say what precisely the PGRs are. There are some chemicals which promote the growth of the plants, and there are some chemicals which retard the growth of plants. Together, all these chemicals are called PGRs. And the precise difference between plant hormones and PGRs is that plant hormones are always synthesized by the plant, so they are naturally occurring. Whereas PGRs are both. We have PGRs, plant growth regulators. We have those plant growth regulators which are naturally synthesized. We have those plant growth regulators which are artificially synthesized, rather artificially made. They are called synthetic PGRs. Now, where the plant hormones are synthesized, so to be precise, they are synthesized at the actively growing parts. Actively growing parts of plants are what? If I am talking about actively growing, see, shoot meristeme. Meristematic tissue we have studied in class 9. So shoot meristematic tissue or meristeme, or root meristeme. Root meristeme, they are synthesized at, what are synthesized? Plant hormones are. Plant hormones are synthesized at the actively growing parts of the plants, and two of them are shoot meristeme, root meristeme. Yet another one is leaves. Leaves, they are synthesized at, then seeds, they are synthesized at, and also they are synthesized at fruits. Fruits. And what are the characteristics of these plant hormones? See, characteristics of plant hormones are that they are characteristics we are talking about. Number one, they are synthesized in very less quantity. Plant hormones are synthesized in very less quantity. They are specific in their action, which means only this, that they are having very well defined action. A plant hormone is having a precisely defined, accurately defined action. Okay, this is to be done by this hormone. So, second was, they are specific in their action. Specific in action. Also, the place of their synthesis is specific. That for different hormones, the places of the synthesis are different, but they are having a specific place for synthesis. And these hormones are having specific action, less in quantity. They are having specific place for their secretion, or that is synthesis, and also both. Please do try to understand this point. Both the synthesis and action of plant hormones are influenced by external stimuli like drought, salinity, and ultraviolet radiations. Drought means no rain or scanty rain or less rain condition. Salinity is about the saltiness of the soil. To what extent your soil contains salt content, that also affects both synthesis and action of plant hormones. Also they are affected by the ultraviolet radiations. Having talked about all these things, now we will come to a point where we will see that which plant hormones are promoting the growth and which ones are retarding the growth. So to begin with, one is auxin, another is gibberellin. Gibberellins, auxins we can call, and yet another one is cytokinins. Cytokinins, these are growth promoters, and the ones that retard the growth are, number one is abscisic acid. Abscisic acid, another one is ethylene. Ethylene is common name. Ethene is its ETHENE. Ethene is its IUPAC name. The formula is C2H4, and the structure of this hormone is like this: C double bond C and two hydrogens to this carbon and two hydrogens to this carbon. This is the structure, this is the formula, this is IUPAC name, this is common name, this is ethylene, and this is the volatile or gaseous hormone. This is the only hormone which is volatile or gaseous hormone, and these together do retarding the growth. They retard the growth of the plant hormone, and these three hormones are the ones that promote the growth, and at length we will see the function of each one of them. Right now about ethylene, what specifically I can make is, depending upon the condition, this is acting both, ethylene alone is acting both as growth promoter and also it retards the growth depending upon the condition that is prevailing in the atmosphere or environment. So with this, in the next class we will study specifically each hormone.